in Europe in general, we produce more than we consume. We are a net exporter, and at the same time, Europe is an importer of food. We need to produce for ourselves, and at the same time, we need to make sure that we are facing the challenges in the close future. One, it's climate changes. The soil degradation in Europe, it's as well a big problem. So by improving the soils, and here is where regen fits very well, fits nicely, we are going to deal with the climate changes, and we are going to raise as well the nutrition value of our products. This sounds like a moral principle that the farmers have to go for, like an obligation. Through our profession, we should do this. But unfortunately, from the farmer perspective, things are a bit different. We are not so much concerned on this, for the simple reason that first of all, we need to make sure that our businesses are viable. And once I achieve this, I can go for regen practices, you can go for taking more care of the soils, you can adopt more digital tools in order to improve your performances and to make sure that you are not wasting chemical products on your field. So in the end, you produce a better food for people around you, but unfortunately this comes with a cost. So we are croppers, we produce wheat, barley, corn and other crops. What European Union should do for these kind of farmers, make sure that they will build a new revenue stream for us, and I'm talking here about carbon certificates. So the legislation should go in a way that we can make money by storing carbon in the soil. Then it will be the standardization of the digital tools. We are having a lot of apps on the mobile phone. There's a problem with interoperability. This is something that the small farmers are very difficult to handle, while the big companies can do it. And another thing that European Union should consider is to help us with a decision, at least on this NGT policy, that it's being stuck in European Union for a couple of years.